Doing More is brought to you by The Barnes Firm, proudly supporting Shelter to Soldier. And by California Hope. Hope lives here.
Welcome to Doing More. I'm Erica Cardenas. When you think of August, oceans, rivers, and lakes might come to mind. And what do these three interactive waters have in common? The aquatic life within them, of course, which is why we're here at Odyssey Aquarium in Scottsdale, Arizona, where the desert meets the ocean. Odyssey Aquarium is an indoor, multi-level, state-of-the-art facility that holds more than 2 million gallons of water filled with aquatic life. It's a place where the journey of a drop of water falls from the sky and goes into the lakes and rivers. Then the rivers wind their ways to the shores and down to the vast ocean. At each stage of the drop's journey, you'll experience a unique environment teeming with animal and plant life to explore. From fresh water to salt water, bayous to swamps, and coral reefs to the ocean's deep abyss. It's a journey of where the water drops become one. As we begin our journey here at the Cox Conserving Arizona Waters exhibit, take a look at how the Odyssey Aquarium delivers a magical aquatic experience that focuses on conservation, education, and protection of the animal world.
Odyssey Aquarium opened its doors in September of 2016, so we're super excited. We're coming up on our 5th birthday here in Scottsdale, Arizona. Odyssey Aquarium being here in Arizona where we don't have easy access to oceans. So what a great place to be able to see a lot of aquatic life that you may not have an opportunity to see otherwise. When you visit here, the experience is following the journey of a drop of water. So imagine that journey as that water drops from the skies, collects in lakes and rivers, and then those rivers wind their ways to shorelines and then eventually to the deep oceans. So as you follow that journey here, you get to see and experience animals that you would find along that travel. So whether it's freshwater animals like catfish or American alligators moving to the shorelines and vast oceans, where you'll see sea turtles, sea lions, and sharks. Our most recent addition is our Conserving Arizona Waterways interaction, which Cox sponsors. And children have an ability, and adults too, to interact with our iPads and learn more about that partnership between Cox and Odyssey Aquarium to clean up Arizona waterways.
When Odyssey Aquarium designed their STEM program, we wanted to make an impact in the community even during tough times like COVID. And what's amazing about these programs is it takes you behind the scenes. So it's even different from our normal school programs we offer to schools that come into Odyssey Aquarium. This goes above and beyond, and it goes behind the scenes where our amazing animal care team work with these animals each day.
We're gonna go ahead and talk about what makes a shark a shark. Now right here we have what we call a spiracle. Not all sharks have this. I like to refer to this as the shark snorkel. If this shark isn't moving, it can easily pump its mouth, water going in or through the spiracle and out the gill.
When guests come here or when they do the online virtual platform, they know that the people that are taking care of these animals are 100% amazing people that are just in it for the animals and to save their species for years to come.
Getting to walk through the aquarium and see smiling faces, adults and children alike, and that moment of awe as they're seeing an animal or touching an animal for the first time, nothing beats that feeling. And to know then to take that home with a family and say, let's learn more, let's do more, and let's make a change in what we're doing on our day-to-day, that's how I know we're delivering on what we have promised to bring to our guests.
Stay tuned as I investigate the temperature found in a penguin's habitat through STEM-related exploration here at the Odyssey Aquarium. We'll be right back. Welcome back to Doing More. We're here at the Odyssey Aquarium, Arizona's largest aquarium with over 60 exhibits and more than 300 species from all over the world. Thank you.
Have a nice time.
Hi.
There's a map, escalator.
Thank you. We also visited La Jolla Cosmetic, where their goal is to help people achieve well-being externally and internally while being a champion of the community.
I've always knew that I want to become a plastic surgeon. I always knew that I want to be a doctor. I always knew that I want to help people. So La Jolla Cosmetic is a premier aesthetic practice here in San Diego. We've been providing our services for 34 years. We are the most awarded aesthetic practice in San Diego. At La Jolla Cosmetic, we try to help people achieve well-being, and we feel that it's not only important to look good, but also feel good inside. And that's actually something that's really important for us. And honestly, what a better opportunity to help my community as being a supporter of an organization such as Las Patronas.
The mission of Las Patronas is to provide financial assistance to local nonprofits that are providing valuable community services in the areas of health, education, social services, and cultural arts. La Jolla Cosmetic has been one of our biggest supporters at Las Patronas, so we couldn't do what we do without their support. The Jewel Ball is one of the most long-standing philanthropic events that happens in San Diego, and it's been held here at the La Jolla Beach and Tennis Club for 75 years. 750 to 800 guests. It's all black tie, so everyone's dressed up in their finest, and it's sort of the who's who of San Diego that comes to the Jewel Ball.
People can buy tickets to come and attend the event. There's many ways as well to contribute. If you don't feel like coming to the event, you can always donate an item. There's a silent auction, there's raffle tickets. So many ways you can contribute and give back to the community. It's wonderful. Every time we're, as Las Patronas, being able to hand out a grant, it just feels amazing. You feel the need and you see the need because we go to visit each grant applicant. So once they receive the funds, it's very gratifying. And that's why we're here, and I think that's what's made the Las Patronas very successful throughout the years.
We're so grateful to have La Jolla Cosmetic as one of our supporters, and we hope that there will be other businesses that will also see the good that we're doing in the community and want to assist us as well.
So La Jolla Cosmetic, it's all about helping our patients achieve their goals. Las Patronas actually helps our community achieve their goals. La Jolla Cosmetic, where dreams become real, and Las Patronas, changing lives in San Diego since 1946. It's a great partnership.
We traveled to San Diego, California to visit an organization that brings together post-9/11 combat veterans with trained rescue dogs to help them both recover, saving 2 lives at a time.
Shelter to Soldier is 9 years young with a mission to save lives 2 at a time. We're adopting dogs from local shelters, training them for post-9/11 combat veterans, and we're able to donate these trained dogs to deserving veterans in need. Service dogs can range anywhere from $15,000 to $35,000, $40,000. And for someone getting out of the military that's seeking support and help, having that sort of price tag is daunting. So we really wanted to be able to support the veterans to make sure that they're getting a dog that they need in their life at no charge. The other side of this, of course, is the dogs. Sadly, roughly 1,800 of them euthanized every day.
You know, I was in a very dark place. I was having suicidal thoughts, and I really needed an immediate help. We don't know if tomorrow is going to be there for us. So I found Shelter to Soldier online, and I reached out, and somebody contacted me within 24 hours. And in the next couple of weeks, I was already in the program meeting dogs.
Most of the dogs that are in shelters for reasons like chewing on the couch or being too crazy with the kids are exactly the type of dog that we look for, because we can harness that energy into a really strong working service dog. From the time that we adopt a dog from a shelter or a rescue organization to the time that they graduate the program is about 12 to 18 months.
Dogs make such a huge difference for anyone in need, especially veterans, those working through post-traumatic stress, traumatic brain injury, hypervigilance, nightmares, night terrors. All of our dogs are trained for psychiatric service work. In addition to those, we also, once we get to know the approved veteran and what their needs are, we can fine-tune and add specific items. Our dogs do watch, where they'll go between the legs and face backwards, and literally cover that handler's six or watch their back. They touch, they create engagement, so it literally snaps that person out of a negative thought.
You know, he knows when my anxiety is starting to amp up, and he'll come over and just kind of put his head down on my lap and just let me know that he's here for me.
Shelter to Soldier is a nonprofit, and we're able to do the work that we do because of you, the community. Whether it's an individual donating $5 or whether it's a corporate donor like the Barnes firm that's supporting us and sponsoring multiple dogs that are going to make an impact in the veterans' lives in need.
There are still 20 to 22 veterans committing suicide a day. And the more that we can reach those veterans, the better chance we have to lowering that number. Him by my side 24/7 has completely turned my life around. It's not just saving both of our lives, it has made an impact on myself, Nigel, my family, my work. So yes, they definitely have saved our lives.
What a great way of doing more. We'll be right back.
Doing More is brought to you by the Barnes Firm, proudly supporting Shelter to Soldier. And by California Hope. Hope lives here.
Welcome back to Doing More, where we shine a light on the good things happening in our communities. We're here at the Odyssey Aquarium in Scottsdale, Arizona, where the desert meets the ocean. While in California, we visited our friend Subaru of El Cajon, where they celebrated the premiere viewing of Sharing the Love musical and won the Best Musical for 2021. Take a look.
Time is it? A time for new adventures. Let's drive away to San Diego.
What has happened since the musical's been released? It's won 14 different laurels at film festivals, including Best Musical from the Oneros Film Festival in New York. I happen to have won Best Producer. We won Best Ensemble Acting. So the musical itself has really gone out of its way to make itself a hit.
Hope I don't get mangled by a shark. Ready?
No, we did not have a cast review party. However, everyone got the link and everyone pretty much watched at the same time. So some of us were on Zoom calls, some of us were on telephone calls. So everyone got to talk to each other. The comments from the cast were almost unified in their voice. And it was one, no one was sure what this was going to be when it grew up, if you will.
I've never heard of a car dealership or a car company having a full musical production.
Okay, we're all going to get together for a few days. Well, that few days turned into about 3,000 hours worth of human hours worth of work to get it from idea to being finished.
These have been really difficult times as a musical theater performer because of the pandemic. So I'm very thankful for this opportunity where we get to do what I love to do, and that's musical theater.
Take three. Let's go enjoy.
Some people have been hired for other jobs because people saw them in this. So, overwhelmingly, it did everything we could have hoped for it to do. The criticism of the film from critics both countrywide, nationwide, statewide has been pretty positive. Filmthreat.com. They actually told the absolute truth. You know what? There were a few camera angles that could have been better. Yeah, granted. Yeah, there could have been this a little bit better. Granted. All I can tell you is that we put 30 people to work in 100 days, made a musical during a pandemic. I'll take the criticism. The folks at Subaru really raised their collective eyebrow. In fact, we thought this was such a cool idea, we sent it to Tom Dahl, the president and CEO of Subaru, and he sent us back a handwritten note thinking it was just the slickest thing since sliced bread. What was really funny, the day that we were filming it, the dealership was open. So there are people buying cars, watching 30 people dance and sing, and it's like, I realize this doesn't happen at every Subaru dealership, but that day it happened there.
Share the love with you.
The next project that's really coming up is something that's never been done. It's another world's first, much like the Sharing the Love musical. It's going to be a Nutcracker showcase. We're going to feature between 15 and 20 dance schools from the San Diego metropolitan area, not just ballet, modern, hip hop, jazz, and we're going to blend it all together into the Nutcracker Ballet, live orchestra, well-trained dancers. So it's going to be really, really fun. So that's going to be the next one up, and that's going to be late November, early December.
We also visited CalHope, an organization providing emotional support and safe and secure services to all Californians who may need support relating to COVID-19.
CalHope is a state-funded program through FEMA that provides emotional support to all Californians due to the emotional distress that our communities have seen as a result of COVID. Some of the adversities that our communities have faced include job loss, as well as dealing with anxiety, depression, the fear of contracting COVID, and also just the loss of how our lives used to be. And so through this program, CalHope aims to be a support for our communities. When individuals reach out to us looking for help, our crisis counselors take initiative to see what their needs are. We try to connect them to the appropriate resources that exist throughout the counties here in California so that they're able to live their lives as normal as possible and so that they can persevere.
Hey guys, I was wondering if I could give you a flyer. We're a program called CalHope.
One of the most important elements for us here at CalHope is that we're meeting our communities where they're at. We go out to the community. We go to barbershops, coffee shops, we go to restaurants, and we're able to provide them with information.
But you can scan the QR code.
One of the things that we have done quite a lot and that it has definitely helped our communities is providing our community members with resource sheets. We have a lot of QR codes that people are able to scan, and that links them to even more resources. CalHope is also able to provide individuals and community members with an online option to talk to crisis counselors. That is where CalHope Connect comes in. You're able to go onto calhopeconnect.org and you can talk to a crisis counselor. In doing so, you can talk to them pretty much about anything that you might be feeling as a result of this pandemic. And if you're looking for resources as well, our crisis counselors are able to link you to the appropriate resources based on where you are in California.
Hi, this is Brenda with CalHope. How can I assist you today?
We also have the Warm Line. So CalHope's Warm Line is a way for community members to connect if they want to talk to someone over the phone.
We are available 24/7.
When they call our number, they are able to connect to a crisis counselor that has had that experience of dealing with such heightened emotions such as anxiety, depression. And our crisis counselors are able to talk them through the things that they need to talk through. We do this in a non-clinical capacity. We do this in a more of a peer-to-peer basis. And in doing so, people are reassured that they have someone that is willing to listen to them. Many times that's all we need. For more information, people can go on calhope.org, and there you will find a wide variety of resources to address all the needs that you may have. There's no shame in asking for help, especially under these unprecedented times in which our world has changed quite a lot. So try not to hesitate and, ask for help, ask for what you need, because we're here for you.
We'll be right back after this. Welcome back to Doing More. We just experienced Odyssey Aquarium's amazing raindrop tour, and now we're here at the Arizona Boardwalk courtyard filled with entertainment and yummy food. Our final stop was at the Ronald McDonald House, a home away from home for families with a child that is experiencing a medical crisis. Take a look.
People often ask me, what is the Ronald McDonald House? And we are a home away from home for families with a child in medical crisis. We opened our doors in 1980, and ever since then, our job has been to support families who have a child in the hospital. And those families often have kids who are very sick or perhaps injured, and we are particularly well located. We're literally 5 minutes from the bedside here at the Ronald McDonald House. So if a mom and dad need to get to the bedside, they can get there very quickly. If it's possible to imagine a child in the hospital, you can begin to imagine the stress that a mom and dad are under when they're in there providing and acting as partners in care for their child. So as you can imagine, that stress is never ending. Our job really is to give them a place where they can find some respite, some relaxation for a moment or two before they head back to the hospital. One of the key things I find here for families is that they're able to develop resilience by being in an environment where they receive the support we can provide and the support others can provide to them. I can tell you that being able to step away into an environment where you receive that kind of support is invaluable for people as they move forward.
The volunteers, the staff, the employees, everybody's completely dedicated to making sure that everybody has a good experience while they're here.
We know that a family who stays with us for 10 nights will save more than $2,500 on lodging and food costs because we've taken away the burden of a place to stay and where they can find food. All of our meals here are served free of charge. We have a wonderful family kitchen where folks can go make the food of their choice. Our Ronald McDonald House has many services and places for families to be. We have a school for siblings, a K-12 classroom where San Diego Unified School District teachers will provide education to siblings staying here at the house with their family. We also have things like the San Diego Padre Fowler family Playroom, a great space that looks an awful lot like Petco Park down there with all the Padre memorabilia and signs of the Padres you can see inside, but it's also a great place for kids to have fun. Outside as well, we have a play deck with a tricycle track and a basketball court to play some basketball. Places to gather and just be. And that's kind of the hallmark of the Ronald McDonald House. The Ronald McDonald House is here because of our community, including our founding mission partners, the McDonald's Corporation, and all of the McDonald's owners throughout San Diego County who make such an important impact in building and finding philanthropy and support for us here in our community.
If someone was considering volunteering, I would say absolutely, it's a great experience. There's many different opportunities, different ways you can volunteer. There's so many people with so many wonderful talents and time and different ways that they can help at the house.
If you'd like to support the Ronald McDonald House, visit our website at rmhcsd.org. You can make a donation, you can learn how to volunteer, you can learn more about exactly the programs and services we provide. There's even a wish list there so you can send or drop off the kinds of supplies we need here to care for families 24 hours a day, every day of the year.
Arizona Boardwalk is not only known for its fun aquatic water drop tour, but also for its up-close and personal butterfly wonderland experience. Whether you want to encounter an exotic aquatic tour, explore a rainforest filled with the largest butterflies, or experience a one-of-a-kind entertainment destination that features 8 marquee attractions, then Arizona Boardwalk was built just for you and your family. A place for locals and tourists to have fun and create everlasting memories with family and friends. A magical place where multiple STEM experiences take place and smiles continue throughout the year. I'm Erica Cardenas. Thanks for joining me.